Hello everyone, this is Shiva. I have with me Sushit and Ajay. We are graduate students at Florida Atlantic University. Today we are delighted to give a presentation on fake news detection using natural language processing. To start with, fake news has become a growing concern in our digital age as the rapid spread of misinformation can have serious consequences for individuals, communities, and society as a whole. Understanding the definition, characteristics, and rise of fake news is the first step in developing effective strategies to combat this challenge. This presentation will expose the use of natural language processing (NLP) techniques as a powerful tool for detecting and combating the spread of fake news. What is fake news? It refers to intentionally fabricated or misleading information presented as legitimate news. It can take many forms, including completely fabricated stories, distorted or manipulated content, and the selective use of facts to promote a particular agenda or narrative. Fake. Now let's see some characteristics of fake news. Factual inaccuracies or complete fabrication, misleading, lack of adherence to journalistic ethics, rapid spread of amplification, potential to influence public. Fake news has major impact on society. The proliferation of fake news can have far-reaching consequences, undermining public trust, eroding democratic institutions, and potentially contributing to the polarization of societies. Understanding the nature and characteristics of fake news is a crucial in developing effective strategies to address this pressing issue. In the modern digital age, we are witnessing an unprecedented surge in the fake news. The digital revolution. The widespread adoption of digital technologies and social media platforms has dramatically transformed the way information is created, shared, and consumed. This digital transformation has enabled the rapid and widespread dissemination of information, includes fake news at an unprecedented scale. Erosion of trust in institutions. The increasing distrust in traditional media, government institutions, and other authoritative sources has created a fertile ground for the proliferation of fake news. This erosion of trust has made it easier for false or misleading information to gain traction and influence public opinion. The attention economy. The digital age has also given rise to the attention economy, where content that generates the most engagement and shares often takes precedence over factual accuracy. This incentives the creation and spread of sensationalized, emotionally charged, and misleading content, which can include fake news. Now, Sushit will continue.
Thank you, Shiva. Now let's explore the pivot role NLP plays in detecting fake news with the following key points. The first one is the linguistic analysis. So, NLP techniques can analyze the linguistic features of text, such as word choices, sentence structure, and tone, to identify patterns that may be indicative of fake news. This can include detecting the use of inflammatory language, emotionally charged rhetoric, or other linguistic markers that deviate from standard journalistic practices. The next one is the semantic understanding. So, NLP models can also be trained to understand the semantic meaning and content of the text, allowing them to identify factual inconsistencies, contradictions, or the use of misleading or deceptive language. This can help to distinguish genuine news articles from those containing fabricated or manipulated information. The third one is the source and stance analysis. So NLP techniques can be used to analyze the credibility of the source of the information as well as the stance or perspective from which it is being presented. So this can help identify potential biases, conflicts of interest, or other factors that may undermine the reliability of the content. The last one is the contextual awareness. So some of the advanced NLP models can also leverage contextual information such as the broader topic, relevant events, or other related content to better assess the plausibility and accuracy of the information being presented. This can be particularly useful in identifying coordinated disinformation campaigns or the manipulation of specific narratives. Now, let's go through a case study uh, of a firm named Cambridge Analytica. The Cambridge Analytica scandal was a significant event in 2018 that shed light on the misuse of personal data in political campaign and raised concerns about privacy and data protection. So this was the same firm which worked on various political campaigns, including Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. So this firm obtained personal data from millions of Facebook users through an app called This Is Your Digital Life. So this app collected data not only from its users but also from their Facebook friends without their explicit consent. The harvested data was used to create some psychological profiles of users, which the firm allegedly used to influence voter behavior in political campaigns, which included creating targeted advertising and content creation. So, following the revelations, investigations were launched in both the United States and the United Kingdom, and the Facebook faced scrutiny for its role in the data breach and was fined by regulatory authorities in various countries. So, this scandal led to the closure of the firm, the Cambridge Analytica, and its parent company. So, this case study has some implications. The first one is the privacy concerns. So, the scandal highlighted the risks associated with vast collection and misuse of personal data by companies and political organizations, which led to the rise of concerns about privacy and data protection laws. The next is the erosion of trust. So, the incident damaged public trust in social media platforms and tech companies, particularly Facebook, which faced backslash for its handling of user data and its failure to prevent the misuse of data by third party developers. The last is the political influence. The revelations raised questions about the ethics of using data analytics and targeted messages to sway public opinion and influence electoral outcomes, sparking debates about the integrity of democratic processes. So, this shows the importance of detecting fake news. Detecting fake news using natural language processing involves the following step. The first and foremost step is collecting a comprehensive dataset of both genuine news articles and confirmed instances of fake news. So this data can be sourced from a variety of reputable news sources, fact-checking organizations, and other reliable repositories. So the next is the feature engineering. So once the dataset is collected, it is analyzed to identify the most relevant linguistic, semantic, and contextual features that can be used to distinguish between fake news and real news. So this feature engineering process is crucial in training accurate and robust machine learning models. The final step is the model training. So once the features are extracted using the feature engineering process, these features are then used to train various machine learning and deep learning models. Finally, the performance of these models are continuously evaluated and refined through iterative training and testing. There are many fake news detecting algorithms, but we have implemented the following two algorithms. The first one is the naive Bayes algorithm, which is a probabilistic classification algorithm based on Bayes' theorem. It is widely used in text classification. It's effective in fake news detection due to its simplicity and efficiency. It is fast and easy to implement. It is effective in handling large volumes of textual data. The next is the neural networks. So neural networks are some powerful computational models inspired by structure and function of human brain. So there are many deep learning architectures for text classification tasks. Recurrent neural networks are one such models. They have the ability to extract complex features from raw text data. Now Ajay will explain the working of these algorithms and discuss the results.
Thank you, Sushit. I would like to show the code here. So we have downloaded a data set from Kaggle and we have loaded it into this environment using pandas. So here is how the data set looks like. So there were quite a few null values. So we decided to drop those null values, and here you can see the new shape of the data set. We have decided to distribute the data into x and y variable based on label. And here we have imported some libraries for building our models. Here, as you can see, we have used stop words and porter stemmer, both of which are helping us build our corpus. Here we have converted alphanumeric values into numbers using one-hot encoding. Then using paired sequence, we converted the input into the same length. Finally, we have used a machine learning model which is multinomial naive Bayes, and once we fit the model and predict on test cases, so we have got an accuracy of around 89.36%, and here are some other metrics for you to see. There is one more model, the deep learning model that we have built. It is bidirectional LSTM model. So once we fit this model and predict on our test cases, we found out that our accuracy was around 93.43%, and here are a few other metrics for you to see. So let me go back to the presentation here. As you can see here, using naive Bayes, we predicted on our test cases, and we found out that there were 96 false positives and 293 false negatives. As for the false positives, we were good on those, but false negatives were too much, as we thought, and we tried implementing one more model, which was our bidirectional LSTM. So as you can see here, both our false positives and false negatives have come around the same number. So this looks a little better than our previous model. So discussing some challenges of NLP based fake news detection. One is language complexity. So there is inherent ambiguity and complexity in any language, which can be understood by humans, but training a model is not so easy. So the second one is data scarcity. Since our topic is fake news detection, we need the data in real time so that the model could tell if it is real or fake. But public data isn't abundant in nature, so for our model to be so robust. Moving on to adversarial adaptations. Creator of fake news may adapt their strategies to bypass or circumvent NLP based detection system, requiring ongoing model updates and refinements. The large volume of information and rapid pace of content creation can make it challenging for NLP based systems to keep up with the detection and mitigation of new fake news at scale. Moving on to conclusion and future enhancement. Ongoing and advancements, the field of NLP based fake news detection is continuously evolving, with researchers and engineers exploring new techniques and approaches to improve the accuracy, scalability, and robustness. Multimodal integration, incorporating visual, audio, and other data sources in addition to textual analysis, can provide a comprehensive and accurate approach to detecting and combating the speed spread. Collaborative efforts. Effective fake news detection and mitigation will require a collaborative effort involving policymakers, technology companies, media organizations, and the public to develop and implement comprehensive strategies. Public awareness. Educating the public on media literacy, critical thinking, and the identification of fake news is crucial in empowering individuals to navigate the online information landscape and make informed decisions. As fake news spreads like wildfire, natural language processing acts as a firewall, detecting and extinguishing misinformation before it can do any harm. Thank you.